And we're back with some more Road to Glory with Rimouski. Coming off our best season to date, we are 49-16-3 on this past season. And obviously, this is the start of the Year 3 playoffs against the Charlottetown Islanders in round number 1. And I'm hoping to get through the entire playoffs in this video. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go into elimination games. That is it. We're going to quickly simulate through every other game. So here we go. Game 1 against Charlottetown. We have a 3-2 loss. I believe that is, yeah, that's unfortunate. Shots were 47-20 in favor of Rimouski, but the score was 3-2 in favor of Charlottetown. That's quite the game for their goaltender, McDonald there. Yeah, 957 save percentage, 45 saves. It's not like we didn't produce any offense. We just couldn't get the goals. That's an unfortunate game. If we redid the simulation 9 times out of 10, we win that game. I guarantee you. Just because of the sheer amount of shots that we had, we should have won that game. That was a completely winnable game. All right, here we go. Game number 2. We have a 9-2 victory. That's what I'm talking about. 3 stars of the game: Tessier, Bourget, and Mattis. Just complete domination all around. I mean, 3 goals in the first period, 2 goals in the second, 4 goals in the third for the 9-2 victory. It doesn't get much better than that. Hopefully we can, keep up that pace for the rest of the series. And I mean, ideally for the rest of the playoffs. Here we go. Game number 3. We have a 3-2 victory. All right. So once again, we're putting up a lot of shots against Charlottetown. We didn't get as many goals this time, obviously, but you know what? We did get the win. 3 stars the game: Bourget, Mensick, and Mattis. Okay, so once again, I hope we're not here next year, just because, the goal is to move up as soon as we can. But if we are here next year, there's something to look forward to with Thomas Boudreau. He's only 16 years old. He's already a 2.5-star ability, and he's still with the Quebec Junior B team. I mean, puck handling's at 17, passing's at 14, stick checking's at 15. He looks incredible. So if we are here next year, I expect him to be a big part of the team. But that's enough about that. Let's go into game number 4. We have a 8-2 victory. That is what you like to see. 37 shots to 26. So I believe that's actually the most shots they've had in this series, but we put up another several goal game there. 8-2 victory once again. 3 stars a game: Mathieu, Poulin, and Tremblay. I mean, there's not much to it. We're just plain and simple dominating Charlottetown. All right, here we go. Elimination game 5. We are 1 win away from moving off to round number 2. Let's get right to it. First period. A goal by Mattis from Bourget. All right, and that's the end of 1. So we're going into the second period on the penalty kill, actually, but I'm not too worried. I mean, we've been dominating most of this series, if not all of it. So, I mean, obviously anything could happen, but it would take something tremendous for them to get back into this series. So just keep playing the way you've been playing, and we should have this series. And that's the end of 2. No scoring there either. So pretty low scoring game it looks like so far, but we do still have the lead. And there's another goal by David Mattis, his second of the game from Julien Bourget. That first line getting the job done. And is that it? Nope, not it. Yeah, Jacob Mathieu with the goal of his own from Gaudio, and La Chapelle makes it 3-0. We have this series and game in the bag. There it is. 3-0 win in game number 5, and we are off to round number 2. 3 stars of the game: Bourget, Mattis, and Mathieu. Shots were only 30-12, so a pretty low offensive game, even for our standards. We've had almost 40 shots in basically every other game in this series, but man, Charlottetown only at 12. We really shut them down this series. That series couldn't have gone much better. I mean, obviously a sweep would have been nice, but I'm not complaining. And if we're being real here, 9 times out of 10, we win that game number 1. So honestly, that could have been a sweep. Oh boy, round number 2. We're not playing games anymore. At least not in the dramatic way. We are up against the Drakkar, who have the exact same record as us, 49-16-3. They are the team that kicked us out of the first round last year. Of course, that Rimouski team was completely different than this one, so this should be an interesting series. 2 of the best teams in the entire league going up against each other in round number 2. So here we go. Game number 1 against the Drakkar. We have a 2-1 victory. 39 shots to 24. So we outshot. That's an incredible difference from the series last year. Because remember, we couldn't even get, I think there was maybe one game where we had 30 shots. Every other game was 26 shots or less. We had 39 in this game number 1. They had 24. It's going to be a long series, that's for sure. But good start. Very good start. That is what I like to see. 3 stars of the game, Cornoyer, Charlo, and Lavoie. Here we go. Game number 2. We have a 4-2 victory. Let's go, boys. Shots were only 20-19 this time in favor of the Drakkar. So very, very low event hockey game here, but it appears we have come out on top 4-2. 3 stars of the game, Tremblay, Belchamber, and Brunet. Here we go. Game number 3. We have a 2-0 series lead. Let's hope we can make it 3-0 here. And we do 4-1 victory in game number 3. 3 stars of the game, Mathieu, Poulin, and Gaudio. Shots were only 22-21. So another low event hockey game, at least as far as the shots go. But the score, once again, we score 4 on the Drakkar, and they do not appear to have an answer for us at the moment, as we are 1 win away from moving off to round number 3. Here we go. Start of game number 4. Round number 3 is on the line. And is that it for the first? Yep, that's it for the first. Very uneventful first period. I mean, literally, I think it was 5-4. So it appears once again possibly another low shot total game between these two teams. This is certainly an unpredictable series. I hope we can get the first goal, because that's going to be huge. Halfway through the second period, nothing happening yet. Come on, boys. Get me one. Just get me one. Wow. No goals through 2. Shots are 13-8. Wow. This is quite the series that we have going on here. Yeah, shots are 13-8. Very low event hockey here. Anything could happen. Third period, let's go. And there's a goal from Alexander Lefebvre, from Mattis and Bourget. We have a 1-0 lead midway through the third period. Can we hold it? Get me one more. Get me one more, Rimouski. And there it is. Alexander Lefebvre with his second of the game from Grenier and Bourget. And we win 2-0 in game number 4. And a 4-0 series sweep of the Drakkar. What a change from last year. I mean, obviously, we were still not getting too many shots, but the difference is this year, they had no answers for us. Absolutely none. Yeah, this is the year we have to get it done. This is definitely the year that we have to win the CHL Championship. I don't think we're going to have a better opportunity than this with this team. Oh boy, the league just keeps giving us tough opponent after tough opponent. I mean, obviously, as far as record goes, Cape Breton, this might be a different story. They were the best team in the league with a 50-12-6 record, 106 points. This is going to be tough. I mean, look at their goals against on this season. 144 goals against total. This is going to be, I have a feeling this is going to be a very low scoring series. All right, here we go. Game number 1. I need defense and goaltending to be absolutely on point in this series. We have a 4-3 victory. That is what you'd like to see. Shots were 22-23. Is this going to be another series similar to the one that we just had with the Drakkar? Because if it is, oh man, we might be in for a long series here. Final score 4-3. 3 stars of the game, Bourget, Tikkanen, and Mattis. And unfortunately, Alexander Tessier on our back end is injured. He is a pretty significant part of that back end as well. 3-star ability. How long is he out for? 1 to 2 weeks with a hip flexor strain. That's not too bad. So we'll send it to the injuries list for right now. All right, here we go. Game number 2. We have a 5-1 game in favor of Cape Breton. Ooh, yep, this is going to be quite the series here. 30 shots to 18, so that's an unfortunate game for us. So not much to say about that one, just bounce back in the next game. Go, game number 3. We have a 3-2 Cape Breton win. Shots are 42-17. They're holding us off big time. They're holding us off the board. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Please give me a 2-2 series. Okay, we have a 2-2 series. Let's go. We have the 3-1 win. They still held us to only 25 shots. They had 35, but we win 3-1. 3 stars of the game, Saunders, Huggan, and Mathieu. That was a pretty lucky game, honestly, because they seem to be really capable of holding us off. Even the shot totals are just, we can't seem to get any. I think 25 is our series high. Here we go. Huge game number 5. Who is going to take it? We have a 3-2 Cape Breton win. Shots were 38-26, so that is definitely a series high for us. We have the shot lead in this game, but they take the 3-2 victory here in game number 5 and the 3-2 series lead. All right, I need a big game number 6 from the offense and from Adam Tax in net. Get it done here in the first. Get me at least 2 goals, Rimouski. here in this first period. Riley Lewell gets them the 1-0 lead early in the first. Christopher Marcotte gets them a 2-0 lead. Okay, there's a goal from Frederick Brunet from Matthew and Poulin. All right, I'll take it. I mean, that could have been much worse. That could have been a worse first period than it was. So at least we have a goal in this game. So, the offense is going. Start the second period. There we go. Goal for Alexander Lefebvre from La Chapelle and Mattis. So we are tied at 2 early in the second period. Do we have another one? Yes, we do. Julien Bourget from Mattis and Brunet. Take us to a game 7 here in Moski. We are going into the third period up by 1. And Jacob Matthew with the goal from La Chapelle. We are now up by 2. Please hold it. Please hold it. Please hold it. Please hold it. Yes. Okay. We are going to a game number 7. Shots were 25-15. Only 15 for Cape Breton. Wow. They definitely had an off game in this one. But you know what? I'm not complaining because it is a game 7 against the best team in the league. 1 win. Just 1 win is all we need to get to the President's Cup final. All right. Here we go. Game number 7. Now underway against Cape Breton. Come on, Rimouski, get me the early lead. Please, 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 early lead. Early lead, Rimouski. Okay, can't complain. It's looking like a pretty low offensive game here as the shots are currently 4-3. Oh boy. Yep, it's going to come down to the wire here, isn't it? Second period underway. Halfway through, still nothing happening. We are going into the third period with a 0-0 game. Shots are 11-5. We have 5 shots going into the third. This game's going to drive me crazy, isn't it? Neither team wants to make that mistake. Neither team wants to make that mistake. That's going to cost the series. Please, just 1 goal, Rimouski. 1 goal. 1 goal, Rimouski. Oh, no. Lucas Canning for Cape Breton gets the goal. We need a big one here, Rimouski. We need a big one. We need it now. We need it now. Now. Sam Archibald with the 3 seconds left goal from Matthew and Brunet, and we are tied at 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on, Rimouski. I don't want to have to go through another year here in the QMJHL. This is our year. 1 more goal for Rimouski sends us to the President's Cup final. Overtime underway. I'm looking for that too. Next to Rimouski. No. Cape Breton gets the goal. Coty, I believe, got the goal as his name is highlighted. And we have to go through another year in the QMJHL. That is absolutely tragic. Shots were 21-14. We had 14 shots the entire game. Wow. Look how many players we're possibly losing this year. Look how many 20-year-olds we have on this roster. A lot of them big players. This was the year. We had to get it done. We were so close, yet so far. Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Well, the good thing is we'll be able to see guys like Thomas Boudreau in action. He's been growing quite well down there in the Junior B League, but that stings. That stings a lot. See the playoff stats. Mattis and Mathieu and Bourget, all with incredible playoffs. 19 points, 17 points, 16 points in 16 games for all of them. 14 points for Poulin in 16 games, 12 points for Lefebvre. He had some big goals. Tremblay with 11 points. So we certainly scored. As far as defensemen goes, you have La Chapelle with 10 points, Brunet with 9, Shumalov with 8. So it looks like we got it done offensively. What about in goal with Tax? Yeah, he was solid. 915 save percentage. Not much to complain about there. 4 overtime losses. Oh my goodness. You're telling me we only had 1 regulation loss that entire playoffs? We only had 1 regulation loss? That makes it even so much worse because, obviously, especially because of that last game 7 there, but just knowing that we were that good, that was totally that had to be our year, and we screwed it up in that game 7, and now we have to start all over again. And once again, probably with a completely different roster. I'm honestly kind of scared as to what that might look like, because the amount of 20-year-olds on this roster is actually quite phenomenal. It's the majority of our team. We have 25 players on the roster. I believe 19 of them are 20 years old. And our only 18-year-old is someone who only had 1 point. Next season's going to be a disaster, isn't it? This was our year. This was our chance.